I had some part of a preemptive remaining, and when I was live, my device charge was dead. So now I have to complete this in shorts. I'm really sorry. So P4 was completed once. Then P4 now it did. P4 did like P4 I gave 2 time quanta, which is fixed slot for every process to work equally. So I gave P4 2 time quanta slots. It worked for 2 time quanta. It completed its 2 time quanta. Then he reduced it from his total workload. He has 5 time quanta of work. He reduced it to 3 time quanta after working 2 for the first time. Now he worked again for 2 time quanta. Then it was 3. Then from 3 he reduced 2 time quanta work. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So his remaining work was reduced by his working for 2 time quanta, which he worked. So he reduced his work by completing his 2 time quanta work again. He reduced from remaining 3 time quanta work. Then now 1 time quanta work is remaining. So now I would cut him again. He would be at the end of the line. P4 is here now. He's at the end of the line because his shift is over. Now he goes back again to because everyone gets equal opportunity getting rotated. Now P5 pattern is there. Now I would give P5 2 time quanta, which is fixed time slot to work. I give him 2 time quanta. So he started at 14. He would be completing his work at 2 time quanta after 14. 2 plus 4, 14 plus 2 is 16. He started at 14. Now he completed his work after 2 time quanta. I gave him 14 plus 2 is 16. So now his P5 shift is now over. He would go attend, but let's see is his work remaining. So he reduced workload by working 2 time quanta. So he completed 2 time quanta work. So he had remaining 2 time quanta work. So he made it 0. So no remaining work is remaining. He completed. He had 2 time quanta work. He did the 2 time quanta work. So he completed his work. Now only P4 work is remaining 1 time quanta. So I don't need to give him extra time. So since only P4 is remaining in the ready queue, I would have to make him work 16 plus 16. He started at 16 time. He worked for 1 time quanta. 16 plus 1 17. I don't need to. He completed his work into time quantum 2 under time quantum 2, which is 1 time quanta. He completed his total work. Now he is work free. Now he completed his 1 time quanta work. So he had remaining 1 time quanta work. So 1 minus 1 is 0. He has no work right now. So work is complete. So every one completed their work. Now I have to fill the table here. Completion time. So P1 it is 2. So CP2 for P2 it is 2. CP2 block end 1 because here his execution is getting completed. So in reference to the starting from the very absolute start, like whatever process behind everything added, when it completed it is at 2. I'm talking about from 0 when it completed at 2. Now for P1 it is 5. Sorry, this is P1. So P1 5, P2 2. Now for P3 it is 7, P4 9. Wait a second. Now the problem is since it is preemptive, so you have to look at the this process when its last instances, like when its last part got completed. P3 is here 2, P3 is here 2. After that P3 is not there. So this is the last P3. So last part of P3 when it got completed, then only total P3 got completed. No, like even its last part of work is getting completed, then only P3 gets completed. So P3's last part of work gets completed at 12. So let's say 12. Okay, this is 12. From 0 it took 12 times, right? But its response time was 5 because it started work at 5. Okay, but waiting time is still there. Like it is very much late because he waited here, so his double time got wasted. So waiting time would be greater because it was multiple instance, multiple waiting. But response time only waits for things about first waiting time because he got the response here done. So first waiting time is 5. So that's why waiting time and response time becomes different in preemptive. Okay, so now P3 is done. P4 is here. P4 is here too. Now this is last part of P4. So last part of P4 here, P4 gets completed. So let's see the P4 last part is last part. So it is completion of P4. So let's see where P4 gets completed. 17. Now P5 is here. P5 is here. So this is where last P5 is. Then it is at 16. Right, 16. So this is at last 16. So now there is T80. T80 is CT minus 80. Like how much time it stayed. So it is talking about a single process. Single process. When it arrived after that, it would say. So but completion time is that time. It's completion time plus others. Let's remove others. So others would be removed when I